welcome back. In this video what we are basically going to do is to add an admin privilege to our users table. So basically that user with an admin privileges will be able to create posts, delete posts, and so on. And by doing this, we're basically separating the front end user interface, which is basically our slugs, and the tags and the categories, and our posts views, which is basically the admin backend interface. So let's get to it. What we need to do first is to make a migration, and not this one. Let's open up another command line. In here, let's sit into our blog, and let's say PHP artisan make migration. You should know this already. Make a migration, and let's add a user. Let's an admin into our user. So we'll call it add admin to users table. And what we can do more is to tell it what table it is specifically. So dash dash and table equals to users. And let's say okay, we have our migration, and let's go inside our database and migrations and add admin to users. So let's see what we need. We basically want an admin user. So dollar table, let's call it boolean, and let's call it admin. Why is it boolean? Because either the user is admin or it is not. So we can make it a default of 0, and we are done in this one. And in here we want to dollar table to drop it if we will need to drop the column. Drop the column like so, and we'll drop the admin. In here, dollar table, drop column. Okay, this looks fine. This looks fine on users. Okay, that's great. Let's migrate. PHP artisan migrate like so, and sure enough, we have our migration, and let's move on. What we want to do now is to create a middleware. A middleware is basically, how can I say it? It's a layer of our application that will decide if the users have privileges, and if not, it will redirect and in this things in that manner. So let's go ahead and do it. We will do it like so. PHP artisan make middleware, and we'll call it admin with a capital A. Make middleware admin, and the middleware was created successfully. The middleware is stored inside of here, app, HTTP, and the middleware inside of here. And as you can see now, we have our admin middleware. We can work on it right now. In here, what we want to do is to let's see. First, we need an authenticated user. So let's use auth in here. That's a first. Inside our class admin, what we want to do is to find out if before this one we will say if auth check like so. Check basically tells it if it's a user. And if it's a user, let's now check if the user is an admin user. So and auth user, like so, and let's call it a function is admin. This is basically saying this will check if the user is actually a user, and in here it will say if it's an admin. So let's copy let's open up our curly braces. Let's okay, let's do it like so. If it is like this and we want to return it, let's cut this and enter it here. If that's okay, and now we will return a redirect. Let's redirect them, redirect into our home page in here, and okay, that looks fine. Auth tag, that looks okay. We can close this. And what we basically want to do is to add it into our kernel.php. Our kernel.php basically tells us everything we want to know. This is our web middleware, and as you can see, verify SRF token with the forms and authenticate. Everything is inside of here. So where do we put our admin? It is in here. As you can see, it's in our app. It's in our HTTP and admin. So, as you can see right here, we have a little something like so. We can copy this just to make it our life even easier. It's an admin class, and let's call it admin. When you will call now admin like so, it will go into this middleware class and we'll check if the user is an admin. So we can okay, we can close this, and right now what we want to do is to go into our user model and make the necessary functions. In our user model, okay, we can, beneath this, what we basically want to do is to have a function is admin as we wrote before. So public function is admin, like this one, and in here what we want to do is return this $this and admin. You may ask yourself what exactly does this do? This, I will write it right here. This this looks for an admin column in the users table, like so. So basically we have the admin, but first let's say we need to know if the user is a user. So public function, let's say user, and we will return the actual user. Return $this $this, and we should be okay. So now let's see, go ahead and okay, in here, sorry, not in here, let's close this and let's close this. Let's go into our database, what was it called? MySQL workbench. Okay, we'll manage this, and let's go into our blog, our tables and users column. Let's go inside of here, and right here you can see our admin column. Let's change this one into 1, and okay, let's make another user. Just let's call it test, and let's say test at test.com, and the password, damn, let's copy this, Control C, let's copy this one, I hope it will work. Okay, this looks fine. Remember, let's just copy everything inside of here, and inside of here. Let's change something. We'll call it prior and prior, and like so, and let's apply and apply, finish, and there you go. We have another user. The first user is an admin, the second user is not an admin. So when I will go into our views, and we'll make a nice little thing that only the admin user will be able to create a post. So in here, like so, let's go into our where is it, into our routes and web dot php. What else do we want? Let's see. First, let's go into our resources and views and layouts and navbar. Inside of here, what I want to do is make another one like this. Copy. Let's paste it here, like so. We don't need this class in here. We don't need this. And route, let's say posts dot create, and let's say create a post. Create post. Okay, this should work fine in here. And right here, as you can see, we have our create post function. If we'll go into here, it will take us here, but we don't want this. We want only the authenticated users, or basically only the admin user, to be able to create a post. So in here, I am going to write a few things, and let's go ahead and do it. So if, let's say like so, no, at if of user and let's see if auth is user and let's make it like so. Let's close the if after this. At end if. Let's go ahead and close it. What we're going to see now, I think it's a mistake. Let's find out. Okay, as you can see, we don't have a mistake, but we don't have our user our create post option. So let's go ahead and what it was, let's see, what the hell was it? Admin at test, admin at test.com, and let's log in. Okay, not found, not found. Oh, error slash home. Why does it? Let's find out. I think, okay, as you can see now we have our create post. Let's find out why it redirects us into our slash home. In our, it should be, let's see, in our app controllers, auth and login controller. Oh, okay, it redirects us in our home. We want to redirect into our index page, so that should be okay now. And in here, what else do I want to do? I want to see if the user is an admin. So okay, let's go over here. If the user is, let's close this, let's make it like so, and let's add another if. Add if, let's copy this, Control C, Control V, and let's say if the user is admin, which will go into our is admin and check if it's an admin, and let's end the if. We can copy this one and paste it here like so, and we basically should see it again, but we now will log out. Let's log out and let's log in back. And what it was, our it was test.test, test.test, and log in like so, test.test.com. Okay, let's find out. I think it's applied. Did we save it? No. Test. Let's register a new account. In here, let's say testing at test.com. Control X, let's register like so. Name, test, address is this one, and the password would be this one, and this would be this one. Let's register. Okay, and as you can see, we don't have a user create password, create post option in here, so it's working very nicely. And right now what we need to do is I think we are done with the admin. It's working very nicely. Let's see if we need to add anything else in our, let's say, where is it, in our routes file .web.php. We can, let's see, okay, I think it's working quite nicely. Don't need to add anything else. What we can add is in our controllers, our post controllers, not here, in here, what we basically want to do, and it's not turn view home. No, okay, we can leave it like so. So I hope this was helpful for you. And if you like my videos, be sure to share them or like them, or if you have anything to say, you can comment in the comments below. I will keep in mind everything you want, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.